So, being an airline pilot, a whole family can fly for free. We used to fly for free a lot on weekends just for the fun of it. But then, 2020 happened and things slowed down. But we have slowly started doing this again. And right now, as I was watching this, it's 6:30 in the morning on a Saturday, and my oldest kid is on a bus head to McAllen, Texas. We live in the Dallas area. And we're gonna head down there for the day. Just for the day. Why? Because we can. By airplane.
Yeah, everything gets recorded. That way.
Look, I'm not in it.
Oh, hold on. What are you doing about this? All right. There you go. There. Now you're in it.
Yay.
And Sophie's back there somewhere. All right.
So that's my wife, Kelly. Hi, my name is Darren. I'm a dad. I'm an airline pilot. I'm a husband of a scientist. And that was Shelby in the back seat of the car. And we're taking a day trip to McAllen, Texas. Yes, we could drive. That would take all day long. Our oldest kid is on a bus, heads to McAllen. But we're flying for the day. Flights were wide open, so we figured why not? So we were traveling with just a backpack for my wife, a small bag for me, and nothing for Shelby because her iPad is my wife's bag. And we're going to go see what McAllen has to offer. We are traveling via non-rev, so space available. But at my airline, we can see exactly how many seats are open on every single flight. So we know this flight has plenty of open seats, like a lot of open seats. Because who wants to travel to McAllen at 7:40 in the morning on a Saturday morning? Just us. And I needed help doing this because my wife travels a lot. I never used boarding passes, so she had to help me a little bit print out the boarding passes for our flight. We all have TSA pre-check, clear security, and we parked in Terminal A because we had to park there for our terminal parking discount. Anyway, head over to Terminal C for the actual flight. And random DFW airport trivia for you. The longest it takes to go between any 2 points at DFW airport on the Skylink is 10 minutes. It takes 20 minutes to go around the entire airport. Why you need to know this? You don't, but I've been to this airport a long time, and I've been on Skylink a lot because I used to get bored at the airport. Uh, Terminal C, the oldest terminal in the airport, also the newest. The new gates are the end. We're going to the old gates with the old tile that makes clack, 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 clack sounds with all the luggage going above it. Now, on this flight, again, second flight of the day, first class was wide open, and you have to be 6 years old to ride in first class at my airline. Thankfully, our youngest is 7 years old. She's been in first class a few times now. So we all got first class seats, and we kind of drew rock, paper, scissors to see who had to sit next to the kid. And my wife got to sit next to the kid, and I got to sit across the aisle by myself. Again, it's about an hour and a half flight. No meal on board, just a small snack. But my youngest enjoyed the first class room and just being in the front of the airplane. One thing I appreciate about my kids is neither one of them have gotten tired of flying or take it for granted. Again, my 7-year-old, she's been on about 140 flights in her career, her life, and she still looks out the window at every single landing. Again, it's a little bit bumpy into McAllen. Again, it's a 737, so it is what it is. But she watched out the window the entire approach and landing. Once we got to McAllen, we went to the giant, not really, McAllen Airport, and for some reason, they really love the Dallas Cowboys. I'm guessing there's some kind of connection between the McAllen Airport and the Dallas Cowboys. But it's a cute little airport. Not real big, not real small. They get a lot of service here. I'm guessing it's the border and government contracts because United has mainline service here, as does American. There's a lot of flights per day on a Saturday. There's like 7 or 8 flights a day between Dallas and McAllen. Like, there's plenty of flights. For reasons I cannot explain, my youngest has a fascination with minivans. So I rented a minivan from National because she wanted a minivan. I was hoping for a plug-in hybrid because I know Chrysler has lots of those, but no, it's just a high mileage Chrysler Pacifica from Colorado minivan for the three of us. Was it over and above what we needed? Yes. But did it make my kid happy? Yes. What did it cost? Nothing because we have credit card points. I'm a big believer in credit card points. But it's a nice minivan. Again, I think minivans make way more sense than SUVs do. You can fit more people and stuff in a minivan than any SUV, and I'll fight you over that. I actually had a Mazda 5 minivan many years ago. Great little car, and it was for a small family. We ended up getting rid of it and got a Prius instead, but anyways, quick walk around the minivan. I always video the outside of all my rental cars and notate all the damage before and after the rental. Because if you know, you know, and this way you have protection. And always when you do these videos, make sure you can tell that you're in the rental car parking lot and not just some random parking lot. Anyways, out on the road we go. First stop was Starbucks because I needed coffee and she needed a cake pop. One thing about me, I always eat local and I'll eat stuff I can't understand. I speak bad Spanish. I end up going to this taqueria. On the left hand side is bulk meat, I learned. The right hand side is a restaurant. I just got some barbacoa tacos, nothing special. But my family, what did they eat? They ate McDonald's because they're really boring. I have no food allergies, so I will point to a menu and just say, I'll try that. Anyways, head to the event. Had a nice gecko. He hung on for the entire ride to the event. We stopped. He never jumped off. I guess he had friends at the event. As you can see, his tail is at the top of the screen right here. He hung on the whole time. Again, McAllen, Texas. This is my daughter plays the trombone at the Trinity High School band, and this was their first big competition, and it was good. Again, minivan life. She wanted to jump on the minivan because she could. And I don't know why she gets passionate with minivans, but she does. So if you notice, they're both wearing shorts and t-shirts. I can't travel in shorts. I'm always dressed for the jump seat. Even though I have a beard in my face, I was prepared to shave. I had to. So I put shorts on in the car. I can't travel on the airplane in shorts. Even if the plane's wide open, I'm always concerned about having this in a jump seat. So here we are at the event. Nice hot day. It was a very nice event. It was fun. It was windy and hot, but really, really hot. This family in front of us was really dressed up for the event, like blue and yellow all over their faces and their hair. Go team. Again, I appreciate their enthusiasm. Our cheap, locally bought Walmart umbrellas in hand, we are prepared to not hopefully sweat too much. Again, and I'm using my new DJI Osmo 3 camera. That's why I'm using the camera around a lot. I'm trying. This is my first time ever using this Osmo 3. It'll be my new shooter from now on. I did not buy an iPhone 16 Pro Max. I totally respect band directors getting all these teenagers in the right spot at the right time. It takes a lot of work, and they had some great performances this day. And we took some hot breaks because my 7-year-old does not handle hot weather very well. She is an indoor person by far. Eventually, it's our time for our band to go. They played True Colors by Cyndi Lauper, and I am so paranoid of having a YouTube strike against my content that I won't have their music played right now. I'm maybe won't be identified, but I bet it would. But they did a great job. Again, my kid's in ninth grade, and she's actually at the junior high, but they let her go to the high school just for band. The high school here is 10 through 12. Where I grew up, it was 9 through 12, but North Texas is 10 through 12. Anyways, I will let the last part of the song play. It goes from black and white to color. It's pretty cool.
The Trinity High School Marching Band.
And with that, my youngest and I went back out to the car. My wife stayed there to watch some more competition, but unfortunately, it got so hot they had to stop all the rest of the performances for the band members' safety. Our team, our band, ended up placing in third place. It was their first time ever placing at an event this big in the history of the school. Not too bad. So the youngest and I hung out in the air-conditioned van. Again, I wish I had an electric car, but we idled in this car for a long time, which ended up burning more gas than I thought it would because gas engines are very inefficient. But we hung out. Eventually, it started raining. The event was canceled, and my kid got home the next day. Oldest kid got home the next day at 7:30 in the morning. Yeah, but we thankfully got home the same night. But first, I had to buy gas. Now, if you know me, I don't have gas cards. I had to buy gas the first time. It's been over a year since I bought gas in a car. When somebody rent electric cars. But I had to figure out how to buy gas, and then I had to actually go prepay for it because it was broken. So then I had to come back to the gas, and then my wife's cleaned the car out. But I had to pump gas, and it was just weird. Uh, again, we only went, I think, 13 miles, but it wasn't really full. And I think because we idle so much, we ended up putting like 2.5 gallons of gas in this car, which costs more than a rental and way more than I spend filling up my electric cars. But anyways, another pro tip, if you don't drive very much, keep your gas receipt. And again, I took a picture of the gas receipt next to the gas tank in the rental car lot because it's a kind of a you return your own car kind of thing. And then, of course, a video of the outside of the car. I do have rental car protection through my American Express. It's primary coverage. Never had to use it, but again, I always do videos and everything before I return the car. For the return flight, the flight used to have like 15 open seats this afternoon, it was full. Now, the last flight of the day had like 70 open seats. So we knew we were getting home, but the next flight was showing full, like no seats available at all. But we said, you know what? We'll go ahead and try it. And then it started storming, raining at the airport. It's raining right now, actually. Like, oh, crap. But, there is no Priority Pass lounge or any kind of lounge at all at the McAllen Airport. So, I figured worst case scenario, we have iPads and devices. We'll just hang out at the McAllen airport and look at the Dallas Cowboys stuff that they have here. Uh, Returned the rental car, clear security, no issue. Went to the gate, and thankfully, a lot of people didn't show up for this flight. We ended up getting two seats together and one seat by themselves. We got a middle, two middles, and a middle window together, right? On the way back, I got to sit in the middle next to my daughter, and my wife sat by herself. And we couldn't close the door, but we couldn't close the door. We had a maintenance issue. The rear door would not close properly on the Airbus. I'm like, oh my gosh, if this flight cancels, there are not enough seats on the last flight of the day to accommodate everybody. I'm like, crap. And we're waiting 50 minutes on the gate. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, please don't cancel this flight. Thankfully, I looked at the pilot schedules and they were going home on their go home leg. So I think, it has helped a little bit. But mechanic came on board, they fixed the door, and off to Dallas we went. Coach, of course, not first, but again, it's an hour and a half flight. It's free. And we got back in Dallas. Again, Terminal C. We had to go back over Terminal A. So again, a quick hop on the Skylink. Also, the Skylink, they have windshield wipers on their trains, but they're fully autonomous. This bothered me for years, and someone told me, well, they have controls right in front of the windshield wiper in case it has to be manually controlled. I went, I'll buy that. I tried to show my daughter way over there, that 777, saying to her, that's the plane I flew. She's like, that exact plane? I went, well, that model of plane. Have you flown that one? I went, I have no idea. I think I've flown that one. Um, she gets planes, but she's used to like, that's my car. When I say that's my plane, she thinks that's my plane. But anyways, we had a small Seinfeld issue when we got out to the parking lot. So I know I parked in Terminal A, but that morning we were all like half awake, and none of us remembered where we parked. And so we know we were on level one and Terminal A in the middle. We went up to Terminal A, started walking around, and couldn't find it. But then I remembered I film everything. So I look at my footage, and between the footage and looking around and my app for my Chevrolet, we were able to find the car. And you might be asking, why didn't I park in employee parking? I get free parking. I don't really bring my family on the employee bus. This is not somewhere I want to bring them. And it's not really allowed by the rules anyway. So I just buy terminal parking. We get a discount code at the airline. But different kind of video for me. Appreciate your support. Have a great day. And as always, thank you for stopping by.